Over time, I've been building my castle of love. Let's build a castle of love right now with Crown Castle. Crown Castle. This is a REIT, so it is a real estate investment trust. And what they do, what they specialize in, are cell towers. They've been pumping up that 5G action, and they've got some sweet tailwinds, at least for the next year or two. So I thought, hey, they're down today. They're down like 3%. And they go ex div next week. So can we build that castle of love? This should be an interesting play because we're going to do something that is highly unusual from what my beep boop beep, what my buzzy brain was dreaming up. Let's take a look. I was dreaming when I wrote this. Excuse me if it goes astray. Crown Castle over here on the Seeking Alpha, we've got a couple of buys, and then the propeller heads are like, just hold it for now. But let's take a look at that dividend. We got almost a 5% dividend yield. Okay, so they are going ex dividend next week, which of course means we need to own this the day before, at least the day before, the business day before this date, in order to be on record with the company, put us on the books, yes, and then pay us right here. Pay me my money on March 31st, and they're going to pay $1.57 a share. Okay, so $1.57 a share. My plan was, if we did the old, it's basically the Castle of Love triple nipple move. If we bought 100 shares, okay, right here and right now, take a look at me now. Okay, let's buy 100 shares, and that's going to cost us $12,634 bills. And we're going to turn around, and this is the unusual part. We're going to turn around and we're going to sell a covered call on those shares. And this is a monthly option, so they only trade monthly, as you see here on these dates. Woo, woo. So the next trade, though, is only 10 days away. Now, I was looking at the interesting premium down here. I was looking at the interesting premium, and we just paid what did we pay, $1.26 or so? Yeah, $1.26 a share. Now, this is a highly unusual move to sell a 125 call. Hey, that's below what you just paid. It is, but look at this premium. It's $270 if we can book that. And that goes right into our pocket. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to book as much of this 270 as possible. One contract. In fact, we're going to go for like two. Can we try 278, or are they going to try to have us round it? We try for $278. Yep, so we need to try for 275 or 280. Let's go for 280 just for fun. Let's go back here. Let's go for 280, see if we can fill that. Okay, 280. Can we collect $280 on this covered call right here on our Castle of Love? And we got that on the board to possibly fill at $280. Going once, going twice, and sold. So there's $280 in our pocket. Okay, 280. Remember that number, 280. We paid $12,634. Going back here, we know that at the end of the month, on this date, March 31st, they're going to pay us $157, right? Now, we can also lose. So if we have those shares called away at $125, let's do the math. So we paid 12,000. Wait, let's get the abacus out for this. Let's get the abacus out for the Castle of Love trade. We paid $12,634, right? And then we would be selling for 100 or 12,500. So 12,500. And we would lose, so we'd be taking gas on $134. Now, on paper, it's like, that's silly. But this is a cash flow move, and I have an idea in mind, and I'm pretty sure it's going to work, and that is So if we look at the paper right now, we've got $280, right? And then we have plus 157 on the dividend, and then minus the 134 if those shares are called away. So it's a $303 profit on the, so we'll divide it by 12,634, and this is a 30-day trade. So it'd be 2.3%, right? And then what we'd be able to do is this similar trade would be able to do 12 times a year. So times 12. So we're looking at a 28% return on our capital. But here is the part that I think you and I will find interesting to watch. And that will be as this date approaches, which is next Friday, as that date approaches, if this share price hasn't done anything crazy to the green, if they haven't gone crazy north on us, then what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll out and up. I'm going to roll out to the April 21st call and up to at least the 130 strike. So that'll give us the old double dip. We'll still make some dollar bills on this covered call if it's called away at 130, while still simultaneously pocketing the premium that we just sold for big bucks. You know, we just made $280 for one contract at the 125 strike, which was enough to cover what the potential loss would be. So we still made a profit just on that alone. If they're called away at the 125, we're still in the green on that kind of a silly looking trade. But the idea will be is the market will be red at least the next 2 days, in my honest and accurate opinion. And next week, we know they're going to pay a fat dividend. And when they do, their share price will come down by that dividend amount as well for at least a couple of days. In that time, if we're watching it, we should be able to roll out to the April 21st and roll up to the 130 strike. And then it'll just be ching on the Castle of Love trade. So I wanted to share that with you before I let you go, though. Let's take a look at the SPY. I literally have my fingers crossed right now. I just crossed the fingers on my right hand. Let's take a look first at that trade. Okay, so let's take a look right here. It's still got to be tight because look at it showing it's down 177%. That is our SPY 397/395 credit spread 5 contracts. So let's go up to the minute by minute, blow by blow, and see it is being pressured. It's still getting that pressure. Why, SPY? Why, SPY? Why are you doing that to me? This is now into the 397s for the first time today. So we need it to click-clack its way back up into the green because we only have, what do we have? We have an hour and 8 minutes left today, and we don't want to be taking any real gas on this. We'd love it. We would absolutely love to let this thing expire profitable at full profit today, but we're biting our nails to get there. So root me on. Make sure that this closes today above 397. That is the SPY trade, but that's part of the risk. When you do these trades, especially this type of trade, a credit spread, where you're trying to make a nice return in one day, you know, percentages. What was this? This was $45 on 1,000. So that's a 4.5% return on collateral in one day. Well, the risk of that is you could blow up your whole week's worth of green trades and in one fell swoop with this. So it's moving up right now, making us feel real warm and fuzzy, but I'd love it. I would just love you, SPY. If you would creep back up over 398 with an hour to go, that would make me feel a lot better. But I hope you enjoyed the Castle of Love trade. That was fun to think through. And you may say, you're missing the point, Bart, and have some other explanation of the silliness that I just did. If you do so, please leave a comment. If you like the trade, you're like, hey, that's interesting, leave that comment as well. But make sure you are indeed a subscriber to the channel, like the video, leave me a comment, hit the notification bell, share it with a lovable friend, and I'll see you in the next video.